how to get whitelisted on the best projects. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is probably one of the most asked questions that I get between Twitter and Discord in my DMs. So with that being said, I think it's time I share with you all my tips and tricks for getting whitelisted on the best projects. But first, Metroverse. I shared this project over a month and a half ago when they only had about 10,000 in their Discord. The mint price was 0.1 ETH, and if you were able to get on the whitelist, you were able to mint 2. These were about 0.7 to 0.8 ETH on the floor yesterday. So that is about a 7 to 8x bag if you flip those yesterday. All right, now before I dive into whitelist tips and tricks, make sure to follow me on Twitter at blockchaingavin, like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Okay, so quickly, what is whitelist? Whitelist is a guaranteed way for you to be able to mint something without having to participate in gas wars. So for instance, if I wanted to mint these crypto bats, if I was on the whitelist, I could click mint, but since I'm not, it says that my wallet is not detected. Essentially, once you get whitelisted on a project, you submit your wallet and that contract knows which wallets are able to mint and which wallets are not able to mint. So as an example, these are the crypto bats by Ozzy Osbourne. I go to click mint, but since I am not on the whitelist, it says my address is not detected, so I'm not able to mint these. Now, why is being on whitelist so important? Well, for one, you don't have to engage in gas wars, but it could also be the difference of you having to pay 0.2 ETH for the mint versus having to pay 6 or 7 ETH on the floor for a project. Now, obviously, this is a very extreme example with one of the most hyped projects to date, Hatebeast, currently sitting at about a 7 Ethereum floor off of a 0.2 mint. And the only way that you are able to mint this project is if you were on their whitelist, aka their Hape list. Being on their Hape list gave you access to mint one of these. If you were an OG, you were allowed to mint 2 for 0.2 ETH, and you can see that the current floor is sitting around 6 to 7 Ethereum, meaning that if you manage to get on their whitelist and mint one of these for 0.2 Ethereum, at current market prices, that is about $620. You could instantly sell that now for about $21,500. So now let's talk about all the best methods to get whitelisted. Okay, so the first method is going to be by getting invites, but keep in mind these methods are going to change based on the projects because every project does something differently and the meta is always shifting. So Azuki did not do an invite contest, but I'm going to use their art as an example for a great shill template to get as many invites as you need if and especially if you don't know anyone else to invite to these servers. Just for quick context, someone in my Discord server asked me how they could get invites to get whitelisted on a project if they didn't know anyone in the space. I told them the trick I'm about to show you guys, and 2 hours later he sent me this. He had 24 invites in just a matter of a couple of hours. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do when you get to the server that you want to invite people to get whitelisted on is you're going to want to head to their sneak peeks. Now, Azuki does not have sneak peeks. They have their sneak peeks in their announcements on Twitter, but it's the same principle, so I'm just going to show you exactly what I do. So normally this would just be a sneak peek. All you would do is right click and save. You're just going to want to save it, and then you're going to want to keep doing this for all the best sneak peeks. So you want to look for ideally 4 to 5 sneak peeks that have the best reactions. You want to save all of them, and then I'll show you what to do next. All right, now once you're done saving 4 to 6 sneak peeks, you're going to want to go over to a GIF creator. EasyGIF.com is the one that I used to use when I did this method. You just want to go to choose files, and you want to choose 4 to 6 of the best sneak peeks. So once you choose those files, you just want to click upload and make a GIF. Then you're just going to click make GIF, and then it's going to create this lovely GIF for you that's going to really stand out and pop in these shill templates that I'm about to show you how to make. So we're going to want to click save, and then we're going to pop back over to Discord, and we're going to start scrolling through servers. So how this works is you need to be in a bunch of servers, and the way you can either be in a bunch of servers is you can go into a shill tab on a server and join a bunch of servers, or you can just not leave servers that you're already in and let them collect like I do in case you ever need to use these shill templates. So I'm going to scroll all the way down, and I'm going to start from the bottom. So not every single server has a shill section, so I highly recommend that you don't try and shill these templates in a server that doesn't have a shill section. If it doesn't have a shill section, move on to the next server. You don't want to be that annoying person that is shilling for invites in normal channels, so just move on to the next server until you find a shill channel, and I would say about 60% of servers do have a shill channel. So in this example, we'll choose High Rise Creature Club. We're going to want to scroll down, and usually the shill section is at the bottom of the server, so you can see it says shill your soul, and you can see that all these other people are shilling these random projects. So essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find these shill channels in these servers, and then you're going to want to make something that really stands out. So if you look at the people who are posting invites in here, you can see that they're just posting links. They say 1 or 2 words, but it's not really enough to stand out, and it's not really going to want to make people click it. So you need to make what I call a nice shill template. So we're going to go ahead and use Azuki as an example. So first off, we need to create a catchy headline. Do not miss this project. All right, now we're just going to use some catchy emojis and make some bullet points. This is where I'd probably use bold letters by Blizzard. And then another thing that you can add that people really like is say whitelist spots still available. And then you're just going to want to hit, so if you're on a computer and if you're on a Mac at least, you just want to hit shift return to make these spaces. You don't want to click return, that's going to send it. And then in a lot of these servers, they do have a 5 to 6 hour slow mode, which is actually a good thing. So you're going to want to make sure that you don't accidentally hit enter. And then most importantly, do not forget this, you're going to want to take your unique invite code. So the way you do that is you just click a channel, you want to go to invite people, and then you should have this unique invite code. You want to click copy, and then you want to click paste. And that is going to be the code that links your Discord account to your invites. So when someone clicks on that link, that invite registers to your account. Now, if you click invite people and it's not giving you a personal invite code, that means that you're either not on the right tab, like you need to be maybe in general, or it means that the server has reached its max capacity for invite links and you can no longer make your own unique custom invite link. You're probably just going to have to wait a few hours until the invite links get purged. So all that's left to do now is hit enter, but since I already accidentally hit enter on the server, I need to move this over to a different server really quickly. All right, so now I'm in this random server. I'm going to want to scroll down and find something that says shill. So it says shill and share. We're just going to paste this in. We're going to want to add the file. So we're going to want to add the GIF, and then all we're going to do is hit paste, and boom, that's it. So obviously this would say Azuki Zen. There's a catchy GIF. There's some information about why this is going to be a good project, and it really catches the eye. So basically after that, you're just going to want to server hop, rinse and repeat, paste these in, and move on to the next one. All right, so the next major way to get whitelisted on project is by creating fan art. Now this is especially great for projects that are really hard to get whitelisted on, such as projects that do not do invite competitions or anything of that sort, such as WGM interfaces or invisible friends. So this method is dependent on whether or not you are artistically capable. However, if you are an artist, you have a huge advantage in this space because project owners, mods, and team members love fan art by their community. I could give you infinite examples of how being an artist has an incredible advantage in the space when it comes to getting whitelisted. So I'll just give you an example. Invisible friends, I've been trying to get on this whitelist for months. I haven't yet made it on. This person who is a lower level than me made this fan art of a Starbucks, and I'm not sure what this is, invisible friends art, and they were able to pretty much get on the whitelist instantly. Now obviously making art isn't always going to get you on the whitelist. It's not guaranteed, but it is going to drastically increase your chances tenfold. Now, one thing I would recommend, and people are going to absolutely hate me for this, what I would recommend is that if you're dying to get on a project and get whitelisted and you are not artistically capable, go on Fiverr and pay an artist anywhere from 10 to 100 bucks to make some awesome fan art. Because if you're engaging with the community and you make some dope fan art that the team loves, you're probably going to get whitelisted and you're going to make your money back on a solid project 100 or 1,000-fold. Okay, now another way that you can get whitelisted on certain projects, and this is what I did, is by having something like a theme page on Instagram or a digital art account of some sort, something that kind of can relate to the NFT space or the project that you're willing to promote. You can reach out to them or create a ticket in the server and see if they are willing to give you a whitelist spot in exchange for promotion on your account. Now, obviously this is another thing like the art. If you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to do this, but it's pretty easy to do. I'll show you a digital art account that I created in 2020 that I used to get whitelisted on certain projects. Obviously it didn't work all the time, but all it takes is a few yeses to make it very much worth it. Now, while we're here, and this is going to be the most absolutely easiest method, you're definitely going to want to participate in Twitter giveaways, test your RNG luck, because you never know, a simple retweet could be the difference of you getting a whitelist spot or not. That actually happened to me with MTG, and that project alone made me nearly 1 Ethereum, and all I did to win that was retweet all of their giveaways. Now, if you're not on Twitter for the NFT and crypto space and you're not comfortable with bombarding all of your followers with these reposts, you can simply create a dedicated Twitter account for NFTs. That way you can retweet and engage and participate in all of these giveaways. Now, the next way, and this is pretty obvious, is by having meaningful conversation and interacting with the community and the moderators in these chats. Now, the one thing I will stress, and this is very important, you want to make sure that your profile picture and your name never changes in these servers. So if you don't already, I highly recommend you get Discord Nitro. It's only 10 bucks a month, and that allows you to join up to 200 servers and customize your profile per server. So for instance, if I wanted to completely customize my profile in Antonym, I would just click change my avatar. I could choose anything I wanted. I could change my name, and then that's it. You can change your bio and everything, or maybe it's the same picture that you keep in all servers, so it's consistent across the board. But the point is, you want to make sure that you're keeping your name and your profile picture the same, because when you're engaging with these communities and interacting with people, you want people to remember you, especially moderators who have the power to give you whitelist spots. So that way, when you come back the next day, they remember you and the meaningful conversations that you had the previous day or days before. Now, on top of that, another big thing that people do, and especially a lot of people in my Discord community say that this works very well, is they hop into voice chats, and instead of spending time in general, they spend time in voice chats. And a lot of moderators and team members tend to hop in the voice chats and talk and interact with their community. They ask questions, maybe they want to know how they feel about the artwork or the roadmap or something like that. So that is another thing that you can do. You can jump in the voice chat and do the exact same thing. But again, you want to make sure that you have the same picture and the same profile picture. And you also want to make sure that you're being respectful and that you're actually like providing value and engaging in a friendly and meaningful way. You don't want to just come in there and just start saying things and cutting people off. You want to respect people in there just like you would do with any other conversation with some meaningful person that you'd like to talk to. And again, just try to engage with the community, have meaningful conversation, and then try to come back every day so that people start to know you and recognize you. And then the last way, and this is probably going to be the very best way, but it is going to be the most expensive version, is by joining alpha groups such as Kosher's Plug Pass or something like Ryan D Crypto's alpha group, who has 350 spots. It's like $75 a month. But either way, the entire purpose of these communities is to provide good alpha and also award their community with whitelist spots. And these are just two examples of many, but I know something like Kosher or Ryan or Crypto Gorilla, they tend to get 50 to 100 whitelist spots per collaboration. And something like Ryan's group that only has 350 members, or something like Crypto Gorilla's group, which I think only has 100 members, if you're getting 50 to 100 whitelist spots or 25, your RNG is very good. So in other words, your chances of actually winning one of those whitelist spots is quite good because there's not a bunch of people that you're competing against. Maybe it's just a couple hundred others. Now, I know for most people, especially if you're just starting out, this price might seem pretty ridiculous or far-fetched to get into, but if you can afford it, if it doesn't hurt your liquidity to buy into other projects, I would definitely recommend it, because these alpha groups are going to make up for the cost 10 to 100 times over just by getting whitelist spots on some of the hottest projects to be able to buy, hold, or flip, which is going to easily recoup your initial investment plus a ton of profit. And if you have something like Kosher's Plug Pass, it's not like you've paid a bunch of money and it's just going somewhere and you're never getting it back. This is an NFT, so you can sell it back to someone and actually get your initial investment back, plus reap all those benefits that you had when you're holding the pass. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you found some helpful tips and tricks to get whitelisted. Everything I just shared with you are things that I used to do when I didn't know anyone in the space and I needed to get whitelist spots. So I promise you that these methods really do work. Now, obviously the practicality of these methods are going to vary depending on the project that you're trying to get whitelisted on, but at the very least, you should have a method for each and every different type of server that has whitelist spots available. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at blockchaingavin, like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you found any of this content valuable or helpful in any way, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.